Hey guys, thought this would be the finale, but apparently they are splitting up. Just let it out. Just let out a big one. Let out a big one. Come on.
I can't. I have to drink pop in order to do it.
That's what you're doing right now.
I
Anyways, I was saying
I've
before
been doing it all
Melanie
day at work.
interrupted me there.
Yeah.
So apparently the finale is next week. Apparently,
Boo.
the Kardashians are debuting their new season in 2 weeks.
I'm not
so
a fan of the Kardashians.
I guess they don't want like a hole in between their lineup in between then. So like as soon as like the finale of Total Divas is done, then they're gonna put the Kardashians on the next week.
Crap on that.
Yeah. So now you didn't see this, so you're just gonna react to.
I just got
the
here,
notes
honey.
that I took out.
I'm still cold.
Yeah.
Well, my hands are.
So it opens up back at the Bella clan's house with Nikki telling everyone that she got married when she was 20 years old, and then she's just like, "Oh, I feel a little this is a little testing here. I'm gonna leave." And they're just like, and then Brie says, "Look, you need to tell John about all this before the wedding because I don't want any drama at my wedding." She's like, "All right, fine." Yeah, like that's gonna happen. No one wrote that in. Credits roll, and we're back in. God, I keep forgetting where Daniel Bryan lives. Aberdeen, Washington. Yeah, Aberdeen, Washington. Daniel made a promise to trim his beard at least, not completely shave it off, because that's his whole merchandising scheme with the merchandising.
Sorry.
Daniel Bryan the T-shirt. Daniel Bryan the coloring book. Daniel Bryan the breakfast cereal. Daniel Bryan the flamethrower.
Careful with the beard now. Don't burn it off your chin, babe.
I guess he was like putting stuff in his beard to like even it out in most parts, and he's just like, I don't know about this. It's like, fine, I'll just do it.
Yeah, like his beard is turning into Mark Simpson's hair.
No, what's funny is that he started growing it before Mania 28 when he was World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay.
Basically, he was like, okay, I'm gonna grow this out, and I'm gonna shave it off after Mania. But then he had AJ Lee cost him the belt because she gave him a kiss at ringside for the bell. Boom, bro kick, 18 seconds. Sheamus pins him, becomes new champion, and then he just kept growing it out. And no one said anything about it. So Brie's getting a final fitting on her dress, and Nikki gets a call from one of the talent relations crew saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go down to New Orleans a week or 2 weeks before Mania to shoot a video, a commercial, which I never saw air on any Raw or SmackDown or any YouTube or anything. So I don't know where this commercial lies.
So in other words, it's in probably collecting dust.
Or maybe it aired in other markets and I just didn't see it.
Or elsewhere out of North America.
Here's the thing, like whenever I watch Raw, I watch it on a streaming site, and the people who stream it pretty much don't stream the USA. They stream Sky Sport. Yeah. In UK, they don't get any of the like the Slam of the Weeks or the Betrayal of the Week sponsored by Just for Men hair color. They don't get any of those. They just like loop the same animation of Raw.
They got something they have the
Well, they're too busy freaking advertising Game of Thrones on Sky Atlantic.
They have the Chicken Tonight and we don't.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
A long time ago.
Oh no, wait, didn't we say in that Let's Play that they were done with it?
Planning on discontinuing it.
Yeah,
apparently.
I think they already did.
I haven't had that in years.
Anyways, they booked that, and she's like, "Well, no, I have to go to Washington to go look at venues," and she's like, what's gonna come first, your wedding or your career?" Like, you guys are like in your 30s. Your career pretty much, as far as being divas, your career is almost over the hill. I mean,
burn.
Summer's she's the same age as them. She's starting off late. Summer Rae is the Batista of the WWE Divas.
She acts like she's 20 years old, though.
Here's the thing, because Batista, he's in his late 40s, he's almost hitting 50 soon, and he debuted about 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Like, he debuted late in his 30s. Like,
Okay.
that's, like, in pro wrestling, that's considered very, very, very late.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Not really. It doesn't make sense. I mean, come on. If you're that old... I mean, if you're in good shape, yeah, keep going, but...
yeah.
I have here, Naomi's happy because she's back on tour, but they're putting an eye patch on her to, you know, play up the storyline. No, not the storyline, but keep playing off her injuries. It's like, oh, my eye's still hurting. I gotta wear an eye patch, even though...
At least they're giving it, or making it a fashion accessory.
Yeah, because she's like got like rhinestone stars and whatever.
It's almost as if she has
I'm just glad they took it off for like 2 weeks in, because I didn't want this to be like a Cody Rhodes thing where he wore the fucking mask for over your ear.
Yeah, well, Cody Rhodes did it as long as he could.
I have here that Naomi is kissing ass to the Authority. I guess Stephanie McMahon is doing a workout DVD and asked her and a couple of other NXT divas to be in it. For those of you who don't know, and probably Melanie too, is that Stephanie's been on pretty much a big health and fitness kick ever since she had the third baby, because she said in interviews that like she didn't feel all that sexy. You know, she was a mom, but she didn't feel like she gained a bunch of weight. And I mean, you can still tell like throughout the years that when she made sporadic TV appearances, she was bigger here, bigger there. So
she looks great now.
Oh yeah, she looks great now. Like her Triple H there, they've gotten to like, you know, training every day. So she goes up and she said, "Oh, thanks for showing up." It's like, "Oh, thank you." And I just want to say I really appreciate this opportunity. I'm like, "Oh God, can you kiss anymore, ass Trinity?" Jesus Christ. Oh, and I guess some people in the comments were me ragging them on Naomi's talent. I mean, like, I really don't pay attention to Divas matches on TV. But from the edited footage in this episode, she actually looks quite confident.
Decent.
But that's the thing too. If everyone watched just Total Divas but never watched their matches, they would think that the Divas are the greatest thing in the world. And then you go and watch them on Raw, and you hear the deafening silence of the crowd.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no one really cares. I mean, people are starting to care with Paige. And then someone's just like, "Oh, stop going on about Paige. She's not the greatest thing." I'm like, "No, she's better than most of them." So yeah, I put down here after the whole, she's like, "Oh," she hugs, like, "Oh, I'm so happy to have you back." And I'm just like waiting for her to turn around and just be like, "Hunter, get the shovel." I'm waiting for the confessional for after Mania. It's just like, why does AJ get to beat 12 other girls? Like, because she's fucking AJ Lee, that's why.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what are you going to do Monday night? Because it's a big thing. It's like, oh yeah, that cute goth girl from Britain, we're going to give her the belt. Why? He's like, you people don't need it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an ongoing debate whether or not Brie should invite Summer Rae to the wedding. And I'm like, why would you? She's brand new. It's like, well, I invited all the divas, and I didn't want to leave anybody out. And I'm like, you don't have to invite everyone. I'm not inviting one single person from my work to my wedding. I'm sorry, people at work, but I don't talk to you or converse with you outside of work. I mean, we're good people at work, but are you quite done?
I don't know.
I know you didn't watch the episode, but if you're just going to interrupt me every 2 seconds with your belching, Jesus Christ.
To let it out.
You let it out, but that means let it out in one big gulp. Don't just keep doing it.
I can't do it like that.
Okay. Anyways, I'm like,
oh, God.
easy decision. Don't invite her, because she's, you know, like, oh, I'm inviting you just because you're brand new. Like, I'm not going to go to all my work and it's like, hey, come to my wedding, really, but not really.
I'm not inviting,
that's not happening.
Like, new friends. I mean, if we're crying out loud, you're just acquaintances. I just don't know you well enough.
Exactly. I'm going to move this down because it seems to be... There we go. That's easier. I can lean back a little bit.
Somebody's not focused on anywhere. It's on me.
Yeah. So... They pulled all the divas aside. It's like 2 weeks before Mania, and they're like, okay, we're going to tell you some future plans. Also, Summer is making history. She's the first diva to ever be featured in a WWE films. She's going to be in the Marine 4 with The Miz. And everyone's just like, and she's like, this is their most popular franchise. I'm like, no, this is the franchise they keep milking into the ground. I don't know how they think that this franchise makes money.
She was just
The
paid to say
Marine
that.
one, I don't think even broke even in the box office. Not even close. The Marine 2, which they didn't show because, guess what? It starred Ted DiBiase and not Cena and The Miz. And he's no longer with the company. And the thing with WWE is, once you leave the company, it's like you never existed. They never mention you again. Unless you stay on the straight and narrow and you don't appear anywhere else. Because most people, back in the day, they would just show up to TNA and be like, fuck WWE! All they do is hold me down. Now I'm in TNA and things will get better. And then you'll get the...
Not necessarily.
Well,
From what I've seen.
Well, they did for Christian. They gave him the world title a bunch of times.
Well, some people it worked well for, some people not quite.
Yeah. So then they show the match. It's AJ and Naomi, and AJ picks up the win. And then, excuse me! Out comes Vicky Guerrero to say, you're going to face Naomi. And she's like, oh my god, I can't wait. And Cameron. What? And Brie Bella. And Nikki Bella. And Eva Marie. No response. And Summer Rae. And the rest. Like, they don't even bother announcing the other divas.
They don't refer Mrs. Fandango as that anymore. It's just Summer Rae.
Oh, no. This plays in after Mania, because Fandango and her get into a Twitter war because she has to go off and film Marine 4.
Right, okay.
So they have a Twitter war, and that's why Layla gets involved. I have no idea what they're doing now, because apparently she came back, she kissed Fandango, and they're back together. I don't know what's going on. I don't pay attention to that storyline at all. At least Fandango's not feuding with Santino and Emma anymore. That's the thing, too. Like, Emma? Yeah. Emma, she's the newest diva that got debuted. She's from NXT. Her gimmick is going like this.
You mean almost an Egyptian-style dance?
And there's like bubbles, like boop, 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 boop. It's kind of like the song. It's kind of like the beginning of the song that I use at the end of my videos now when I have that tile card that says "click my face to subscribe" and all that. Sounds like that. She's okay. I hate that they're pairing up with Santino because
Santino was hilarious. I do admit. But
it's okay.
The only thing I wish that sometimes he would do is just get rid of the unibrow.
I got rid of the unibrow.
There was one time he didn't. I'm like, oh, gross.
Of course, it's comedy.
I know.
He's not a technically stand wrestler. It's comedy.
Still reminded me of that one eyebrow baby from The Simpsons. Seriously.
Everyone has a rivalry. Sherlock Holmes has Professor Moriarty. Even Maggie has that baby with the one eyebrow. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Maggie always gives like the evil look, just like that.
I'm gonna get you.
Okay, so yeah, it's the Divas Invitational, that Mania, we all know what happened.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan, like, they go to, I guess Daniel Bryan and Brie go to the venue, the area that they're gonna get married, and Daniel's a little worried that, like, everything's a little bit too extravagant, and they're like, okay, it's $700 a night at this resort. We're going to have X amount of people here. It's looking to be $180,000 for this wedding. He's like, do you really want to do this? She's like, no, I'm just thinking about everyone else, but not me. And it's like, I would just be content with getting married out in the woods. And he's like, oh, let's do it right now. And he starts to pull over. He's like, no, it's serious. Let's do it right now. You and you. I'll pull over. We'll get married we'll go out in the woods and we'll get married there. And she's like, shut up.
I'm just glad you and I are not doing that.
Yeah.
I as much as I like the woods, I just don't like the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I don't want those going up my dress.
Yeah. So, yeah, nice little sweet moment. In between all this, I keep forgetting, there's like little segments where Nikki will pull John aside and be like, I have to tell you something. What? You look cute. Bye. And they'll walk off. She's like, I can't tell him. I don't know why. So,
dear God,
so it's the week before Mania. So, the Raw before Mania is like the last live show that they do. Then everyone flies out because then the whole next week they're in New Orleans or whatever city they happen to do Mania in, and they start doing fan access and press conferences and media appearances and stuff like that, and Make-A-Wish and Bully and all that. So everyone's in New Orleans is what I have written down here. The Bella family comes down and they all go off the wharf and look at stuff, and then the brother, who was the most upset about everything, is just like, It's like, okay, I like, we're a family. We don't have to be like this. And he's just like, oh, geez, what did John say when you had to tell him? And then, like, commercial break, they come back, and he's like, oh, he's fine. And it's like, bitch, you never told him anything.
Lying.
It's like, bitch,
digging your own grave.
That's what she's doing. That's what she says. She's like, I'm digging my own grave. I don't know what I'm doing. So Brie finally comes to the decision. Decides, hey, Summer, you've burned too many bridges and you've fucked over a lot of people. I don't want you at my wedding. And, like, instead of being like alright, fine, whatever, she was just like, I'm really sad. Like, I'm sorry I burnt all these bridges. It's like, I'll try to do better. And she's like, okay, I still don't want you at my wedding, but okay, you be good. So, you're right there?
Itchy.
So,
I hate that.
I think she's going to be like, okay, once, like, I'm going to go off and do the movie, do my thing, and then when I come back, I'm going to be super humble, not talk about shit about anyone behind their backs.
Super humble?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. I was thinking of the Iron Sheik once I heard that. I'm like, really?
I'll be super humble. I'll put them in the camel clutch, and I'll break their back, and, like, fuck their ass, and I'll make them humble.
Oh, dear God.
I just did Iron Sheik as a Valley Girl. Jake Roberts, I just want to say that you're a piece of shit, no good motherfucker. You cannot bring cocaine over Canadian border to share with the rest of us. You sneak a little bit, and then you take it for yourself. I'm either doing Iron Sheik as a Valley Girl, or if he was, like, stereotypically gay, like, super gay. It's like, you're good, Ted. You are very good, Ted DiBiase, but I'm great. And in shooting wise, I would beat the fuck out of you. Imagine the okay, here's the RF video of that famous scene with that Valley Girl voice. It's like, no, I'm gonna come tomorrow. Fucking, you're gonna come tomorrow. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Oh God, that's gotta be a bit. That's gotta be a bit.
Now I'm feeling better.
That's gotta be a bit where someone does Iron Sheik like Valley Girl. Someone should do like the best wrestling promos, but in that like Valley Girl like, what up, bitch? Slot skank. Okay, I lost my place now because I was doing that voice. So yeah, I guess Eva Marie is really worried about performing at Mania because it's a sellout crowd, it's 80,000 people, and yeah, it's 80,000 people, millions of people watching, and this was the first pay-per-view that was going to be on the WWE Network.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so at least before that, 1 million people, because there's 700,000 subscribers that got the WWE Network just for Mania and all the other content. Still not to worry, but unless she's like saying, "Oh yeah, this is your first Mania," it's like, bitch, did you not remember the first episode of the last season where you babysat her and the girl that has been relegated back to NXT that we don't talk about anymore, JoJo? You don't remember babysitting them and then saying, "Oh my God, where's the match?" It's like, oh, we're not gonna have it.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so she's like, don't worry. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I guess this is leading up to the whole, like, everything seems like the end season seemed to revolve around Nikki and John Cena. And like, oh, they're gonna break up because of something stupid that he said or something stupid that she said. Like,
he said, she said, whatever.
Oh my God, I can't. So yeah, next time on Total Divas, it's the finale. It's WrestleMania 30.
Finally the finale?
It's finally the finale. It's the... What was that? You made an F?
No, I made a question mark.
Oh. The end? I'm thinking back to that Voyager episode where the Captain Proton thing was stuck. And, like, those aliens came up and they looked like 1930s guys.
Oh, my God.
Janeway had to dress up as Arachnia and they killed Professor... Was it Professor... Not Professor Chaos. Oh, God.
No, I thought it was not Professor Chaos.
Uh,
Chaotica.
Chaotica. Yeah, he killed
Cheesy
Chaotica.
but campy.
Yeah, and it's like the end, and they put
cheesy.
and they put a question mark at the end. He's like, like, oh Jesus Christ.
How the heck did he come back? But we'll never know.
Anyways, yeah. So it's that. It's the wedding, and then it's apparently Nikki's brother spills the beans about. It's like, oh. Yeah, how crazy was that Nikki told you that she was married before, and he's just like, and John's playing along with it. And there's like a scene where they at the wedding, Nikki shows up. She's like, "I know you know," and he's like, "This is not the time and the place for this." And they're gonna have the big talk. I want to know how the confessionals will go, because it's gonna be WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year, and we're so excited. Everyone's gonna get there. It's like, hey, what match is on before us? Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Because, my God, the crowd went nuts. They went dead. They went, this is bullshit. We don't want this. And then you throw all the girls in there. It's just like, have fun following that, girls.
Yeah.
I hope there's a backstage segment where the girls are just like, oh shit, Undertaker just lost. How are we going to follow that? And then Paul Heyman comes strutting in. My client, Brock Lesnar, conquered the streak!
Every time you do your Paul Heyman, I feel like I'm going to burst an eardrum.
Well, I have to scream, and I have to say Brock Lesnar, and I have to mention that he conquered the streak.
We know already. Shut up.
No, he has to keep emphasizing this because Lesnar's not going to show up until SummerSlam. He's doing his whole, I'm a part-timer. I'll show up on Raw a few times to F5 someone, but then you have to pay to see me wrestle. Not like people give Batista shit.
Yeah.
People have been giving Batista shit since his
Yeah,
return. But guess what? Motherfuckers wrestling on
Diva.
Brock Lesnar's wrestling on, or not Brock Lesnar, Batista's wrestling on television for free. Motherfuckers. Deal with it.
Really?
Yes. He wrestles on goddamn SmackDown. He took on Dolph Ziggler like at least 3 times.
Well, that's news to me.
Yeah. Here's the thing too. Have you been watching Nathan's new miniseries on YouTube with Keith Abicari and Dolph Ziggler?
I don't care much for him.
Okay, so Nathan Burnett's doing a new series with Dolph Ziggler called Wrestler Development. Yeah, and I'm like surprised because I thought this was a couple years ago when Ziggler was still heel, so I'm like, he's still going on with this, and Ziggler's playing the heel on this, so man, good on him. If this leads to like Ziggler turning heel or them putting Nathan in the ring, that would be awesome. It's just like, imagine Renee Young in the back, just being like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Keith Abicari. Oh, like he's like tripping over shit. He's knocking down the Raw set. He like bursts through the Raw set, and he's just like, "Is this where I wrestle?" Okay, Young Ziggler, I'm gonna go up to the top, and I'm gonna give you the Sega side. You can't defeat me. I can't wait for that. Anyways, I hope you can't wait. Next week, the finale. We're done. I'm done doing these videos. I know a lot of you are happy because you give me a big thumbs down. You know what? I don't care.
Big thumbs down.
I don't care.
We don't care. I don't watch this part.
I will stop doing these videos after next week because I got a glimpse of the season 3 promo, and they're putting in Rosa Mendez. Why? Because she's not doing fucking anything. So let's just have her run backstage.
Okay.
Do you know who she is?
No.
She's the Latino girl. She was the managers for Epico and Primo before they decide, hey, you know what? Your gimmick's not stupid enough. Let's give you luchador, or not luchador. Yeah, let's make you matadors and give you a midget as a bull. They got him and Hornswoggle a pre-show WLC, a TLC match with midgets. Think about that. Funny thing is that they actually got midgets to be the commentators. So you had like a mini Michael Cole, a mini Lawler, and a
That
mini
is
JBL.
so freaking cute.
Here's the thing, though. Buddy was taking this photo. He was just like this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh yeah, getting ready for Extreme Rules tonight. Little did he know that behind him was like super breaking kayfabe. There was JBL in the regular announce table with his feet up, reading over his notes, and there was John Cena, Bray Wyatt, and the rest of the Wyatt family going over their match. Like they're in the in the front row, like talking the match. What the hell is that? Talking about busting eardrums. Anyways, we've gone way off topic. If you've watched beyond this part, thank you. We'll see you next week for the finale, because I promise you, we will not be reviewing season 4 or 3. Oh God, help us if there's a season 4. How long is it before it's like half of these girls are going to be on the main roster next year? There's going to be a house cleaning, and they're going to cut a lot of them.
Spring clean.
Well, that's the thing. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet, because I'm trying to end the video and just keep going. But
Sorry.
One last little thing. At the end of every WrestleMania is supposed to be a Black Friday sale. Everything must go. That's when they start firing a whole shit ton of people. Actually, they did, but it was mostly developmental. They let go British Batista, and they let go Eddie Guerrero's daughter, Shiloh Guerrero. Yeah, this is the second time she's been released, because she's never made it on television. She's only been in developmental, so that sucks. Hey, go to TNA with your Uncle Hector if he's still employed there.
At least make it better than what the shit that already is.
Yeah. Anyways, gotta end this now.
Alright, let's go.
We'll see you next week.
Next week, indeed.